our game tonight, if you would please stand. We want to be led in our
Go in here.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ezell-Harding Christian School for tonight's inaugural home game for the 2012.
Will you pray with me? Father, we thank you so much for this beautiful evening. We thank you so much for the sport that we can come out and support, and for the students who have worked hard this whole summer, and for the time that they can compete on this field together, Father. We thank you for our friends from Columbia who've joined us tonight. We thank you for the mission that both of these two great schools stand for in proclaiming your name to the nations. So, Father, bless us tonight. Bless our fans as we cheer our team on. And as we leave this place later on, Father, we pray that you will continue to bless the mission that we both seek to have with our schools and in our lives. We pray for safety for our athletes tonight and all those that are going to be involved in this game. We love you, and we're so thankful for your Son, Jesus, who died for us. And it's in his name that we pray. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome you to Ezell-Harding Christian School in Antioch, Tennessee for tonight's opening matchup for Ezell-Harding Christian School, the Eagles and the Bulldogs from Columbia Academy. A lot of excitement in the air. My name is Jason Charlton. I am the teacher of the broadcast journalism class here at Ezell-Harding Christian School. And joining me for some color commentary is Ezell-Harding senior August Wiles. August, the weather has been gracious to us throughout the day. We're maybe expecting a little bit of rain. It has not done that, so it looks like we're going to have a nice, cool evening for some football.
Yep, I'm really glad it cleared up. Trying to save the cameras out there.
Yes, we were able to get some upgraded equipment over the summer, and we have Chris Murrian running the camera for us tonight, and we have Andrew Joyce, who's our producer and director, doing our overlays as well. We joined by Demaria Vaughn for a couple of little interviews throughout the game. We're also glad to have with us our intern for the semester, Vanessa Medina. She is a senior at Lipscomb University, and she's doing a capstone project this year at Lipscomb, and we were fortunate to be able to get her to come out and help us with our broadcast journalism class. So this is our first broadcast, and we want to welcome those of you from Columbia Academy in Columbia, Tennessee. We were able to call the school this week and let them know that we're broadcasting the game live on the air, and hopefully some of you folks who weren't able to make the trip up north to Nashville are able to join us over the World Wide Web. We're glad to have you with us.
For all our students at Ezell-Harding Christian School,
you're going to notice throughout the night the field looks good on camera, and in the next few minutes, once the cleats hit the turf, it's really going to change the dynamics of the field a little bit. The weather came through last night, had probably about 1.5 inches to 2 inches of rain, and so the field looks dry, but walking on it right before the game, it's extremely wet, and so that could come into play for each team tonight in the running game. We've got some slippage with some cleats. Hopefully that's not going to be too much of a problem, but time will tell for sure.
And we've got our captains lining up here.
And the captains
for Ezell-Harding, number 21 is Blake Smotherman, number 20 is Cranston Gentry, and number 32 is Austin Binkley, 3 seniors for Ezell-Harding Christian School. For Columbia Academy, the captains for tonight are number 20, Tyler Tykins, number 9, Zach Savincom. See if we can get the others here. Number 24, Matthew Forsthoff, and number 4, Cole Chambly. And I'll just go ahead and say an apology to the folks from Columbia. Since we're not as familiar with your players, we'll try not to butcher their names, but there's a good likelihood that that's going to happen, and there's a good likelihood it's already happened. So we'll apologize out of the gate, but we'll do the best we can. But we're glad you guys could join us. And we also are wanting to welcome a number of our alumni that we know are joining us who have just moved into college dorms. I know that Weston Gentry from Harding University is planning to join us tonight, and a number of others who don't believe they've started class yet, but are planning to join us from far ways away. So we're glad you guys could join us.
Columbia Academy has won the toss tonight and chosen to receive.
I was over here by myself.
I guarantee he.
As the teams prepare to hit the field for tonight's matchup, Columbia Academy, as you might have heard over the speakers, did win the toss, and they have elected to receive the ball. And remembering last year's matchup, August, Columbia Academy had some offensive prowess, and they really, honestly, they put it to us and gave us a pretty good whooping at their place down in Columbia. They had a really good ball team. To be honest with you, I'm not sure who they lost and who they bring back, but rest assured they're going to have some pretty talented folks. And if you win the toss and you want to get the ball first, it should tell you something that they feel pretty confident about their offense.
That is true. And with our new coach, I don't know how our team's going to look this year. Haven't been able to get to very many practices to see how we're looking this year. So sort of a new Eagles team out there on the field tonight.
That's true, August. Ezell-Harding does have a new football coach this year. Making his debut for the first game of the season is Coach Calvin Hall. Calvin Hall, for those of you who have followed SEC football for a number of years, may remember his name as he played for the University of Alabama, Gene Stallings down in Tuscaloosa. Played his high school ball in Gallatin at Gallatin High School, and went from there to play for the Crimson Tide, and he now joins Ezell-Harding Christian School as head football coach, and we're glad to have him. He, along with his staff, have been working very hard. I have been to a number of practices through the summer and as well as this fall, and I can tell you the coaches have been working very hard, and the guys have shown a lot of improvement, and looking forward to, I'm sure, you spend all summer long in the heat with 2-a-days And at some point, you're just ready to get on the football field and play when it actually counts. And so the guys have been jazzed up. They had a really good lunch earlier today that was donated to us by O'Charlie's. So I'm assuming that if we look good tonight, the O'Charlie's will be a repeat. The chicken fingers and baked potatoes and all the good stuff I saw down there. So we're looking forward to the matchup. Coach Hall and his gang are ready to play, and the team is excited. The crowd is really starting to fill in as the Eagles take the field for the opening game here at Ezell-Harding. The Eagles versus the Bulldogs of Columbia Academy. As we mentioned, Columbia Academy will receive. The Eagles will kick.
Number 8 and number 4 back to receive for Columbia Academy.
Thomas Garrison and Cole Chambly both back to receive for the Bulldogs. Most likely Zach McClain, number 8 for the Eagles, will be kicking off. Went to the scrimmage game at Lebanon last Saturday night, and Zach's got a pretty good foot. He's a soccer player, loves to kick. Not a big guy, but for a guy his size, really gets a lot behind it and does a good job of kicking the ball fairly deep. And again, August, I think the intangible tonight is whether or not the wet field plays havoc on the running game for both of these teams, because Ezell-Harding not known for putting the ball in the air a whole bunch. So if you're going to run the ball on the ground, you better make sure you've got on the thick cleats, because it's going to be wet out there.
There's the starting whistle. So
McClain kicks, and it is received by number 4, Chambly, who returns it. Good return out to the 31, 32-yard line, where the Bulldogs will start first and 10.
Great good tackle by Brian Allison there.
Allison on the tackle. And a good stop. He had a big hole there for a while, and the Eagles closed in on it. And Allison with a great tackle there.
Down by number 32, Austin Dinkley for the Eagles.
Jackson Carey, number 10, quarterback for the Bulldogs.
Play tonight, first and 10 from their own 32-yard line.
He is in shotgun formation and has no one in the backfield. He has 4 wide out to the right, 1 to the left. He passes it, and a great pick off by number 80, Rayshawn Perry. Rayshawn Perry, Austin read that perfectly. Read that pass perfectly. And to be honest with you, I wasn't sure he caught it. I thought he was simply going for the hit.
That was perfect right there. They've obviously been working and expecting that play.
Good scouting there by the coaches, and so the Eagles will take over at the 27-yard line. Blake Smotherman, the quarterback. He drops back to pass, rolls out, and he's going to take off and run. He's to the 20, he's to the 10, down to the 6-yard line goes Blake Smotherman. Great carry by Blake Smotherman, and Austin, that's what he did last year. They like to roll him out because he can pass. He doesn't have a strong arm, but he can pass the ball, and if it's not there, he's able to roll and run because he's extremely fast. So first and 10 for the Eagles. Ball on the 6-yard line, so first and goal, we'll say, for the Eagles. Smotherman has Binkley at fullback, and Dorian Banks, the freshman, at running back. He gives to Banks, who was hit immediately and dropped for about a 2 or 3 yard loss. Great defense there by Columbia Academy.
Dorian Banks. He was stopped behind the line of scrimmage by number 51, Jalen.
It's going to be 2nd and 9.
The ball back for a loss of 3 to the 9-yard line. 2nd and goal for the Eagles.
Great defensive stop there by Columbia Academy. Smotherman goes under center. Binkley fullback, Banks running back. 2 wide out left, 1 right. The pass, he fakes it, and he is taken down for another loss.
And that actually might be a fumble. It looks like it got tipped by a lineman there.
So the Eagles have moved backwards on 2 previous plays. I'm sorry, they're going to put it back at the line of scrimmage. They did call it an incomplete pass. 3rd and goal, the 9-yard line for the Eagles. Obviously in field goal range here, but you don't want to have to settle for 3.
Especially on your first drive.
That's right. And when you're 1st and goal on the 6, you don't want to have to settle for a field goal. Smotherman under center. Banks, the running back. Smotherman drops. Pressure's on, and he is taken down at the 24-yard line. He loses 15 yards on the play, almost 16 yards on the play, which is really not what you wanted, because now you really take yourself out of field goal position. So the Eagles go from being in great position to not being in good position. So they're going to go for it on 4th and 25. If you don't get it here, Austin, you still have them pinned, fairly deep. But it's just not what you wanted. Hopefully they may be able to throw something up in the end zone. You've got Rayshon Perry wide right. Got pretty good size if you want to throw a jump ball up. He's looking left, and he throws it to the corner of the end zone.
Ryan Caldwell jumps up and just missed it.
Caldwell got his fingers on it. He wasn't able to pull it in. So the Eagles turn it over on downs.
Caldwell incomplete. Broken up by number 1, Taylor Thompson for the Bulldogs.
Turns the momentum a little bit to the Bulldogs, although they're still fairly deep. They were able to stop the Eagles in what looked like a sure at least field goal try, if not touchdown opportunity.
That was really good defensive work by their line on that drive.
The snap and the give around the right side. He's hit. Picks up 8, almost 9.
22 Davis on the carry for the Bulldogs.
J.D. Davis, the junior for Columbia Academy on the carry, picks up 8.
Elijah Pankey and Austin Binkley for the Eagles.
Picks up
gain of 9 on the
9,
play.
second down and 1.
2nd and 1 from the Bulldogs 34-yard line.
Carey gives. He's met, and he does get the first down, but a great read there by Cranston Gentry. Hit him at the line of scrimmage.
Davis on the carry.
But Davis was able to carry it forward for 2 yards to the 36-yard line, where it'll be first down for the Bulldogs.
And Justin Woodard on the stop for the Eagles.
Carey, shotgun formation, drops back to pass. The defense is there and sacks him, and he fumbles and falls on it. Carey fumbles as he was tackled from behind
by Daniel Thompson, number 85.
Daniel got there quick on August.
85, John Thompson.
Carey fumbles, but had the mind to just
Loss of 11 on the
crawl
play.
after it. I'm not sure that Ezell knew that he fumbled the ball until Carey fell back on it again.
Daniel Thompson, a returning sophomore from last year, is doing amazing at that defensive end spot.
Thompson also a baseball player on the baseball team in the spring. Carey shotgun again. Snap is high, the give, and he's met, but he breaks it, and he is going to carry it for, he's going to be close to the first down, August.
Number 34, Foster.
Ethan Foster, sophomore, fullback. The snap was high. Carey did a good job of going up to get it, giving it to Foster, and Foster slipped through the first defender that he saw, and he had a good bit of running space.
And I don't think that they're going to give the first down to them.
He's short at, it's a long yard. Carey, shotgun formation again. Foster, the fullback, is met and was able to carry it forward for another first down.
32.
There's a flag on the play.
32, Austin Binkley just missed him.
Let's see what the flag is.
Brought down by Ezell-Harding's Justin Woodard. We have a flag.
It is on the Eagles face mask, and so he already had the first down, but we're going to tack on a big one. It was a Personal foul, face mask on the Eagles.
Personal foul, face mask called against the Eagles.
And that'll give the first down to Columbia Academy.
First and 10 on the 39-yard line for the Bulldogs.
First and 10 for the Eagles.
Carey goes shotgun formation again. Davis, the running back. He drops back to pass, and he looks across the middle, and it is almost intercepted in and out of the hands of Cranston Gentry. Cranston did a fantastic job of reading that pass.
Knocked down by
just through his hands.
Gentry for Ezell-Harding. Second and 10 for
but a good job of knocking it down, because if it makes it through his hands, August, the receiver was there, and it was going to be another first down for the Bulldogs. Second and 10.
And I think their DBs need to step up here. They're looking mostly pass here.
The Eagles blitz. The pass across the middle is complete to number 43, Jeremy Shires, and he's taken down at the 18-yard line.
That looked like it was going to be
another flag on the play at the line of scrimmage. In August, that is thrown where you normally see a holding. We'll see if that's the case.
That looked like it was going to be a tough open field tackle for Brian Allison, but Daniel Thompson actually ran and cut up to that wide receiver. So that was good work there.
It's a personal foul call on the Bulldogs, so that's going to move them back 15 yards. So instead of a first down, instead of a 18-yard gain, it's going to be a 15-yard loss. So it'll be second down, or rather first down and 25 for the Bulldogs.
That's two huge penalties within the past 2 minutes here.
It's a big break for the Eagles. Maybe they can get some defensive momentum. The Bulldogs did a good job of picking up the blitz there, and the Eagles weren't able to get to the quarterback, which gives them more time. Once you pick up the blitz, you're going to find somebody open across the middle, and he did. Personal foul penalty moves them back. Carey drops back to pass. Daniel Thompson chases, can't get to him, dumps it off, and the tackle is made, fumble. And the Eagles pick it up, a fumble on the play. Number 34, Ethan Foster, fumbles on the play.
Picked up by 55, Andrew Cohen.
Andrew Cohen, glad to see that for Andrew. Andrew has been battling through a wrist injury or hand injury all through the summer, and the ball falls right at his feet. Your natural instinct is to pick it up and run, which he did. So the Eagles have it first and 10 at midfield. Blake Smotherman.
They're not going to waste any time here, going straight into formation.
May look for a big hit here. Smotherman gives to Banks. Banks busted out right. There's not much room there, and he is taken down at the line of scrimmage. May have picked up half a yard, but not much going there. The defense snuffed that out on the right side. Good defensive job by the Bulldogs.
And you can see how wet it is out there. Blake Smotherman losing his footing when he came out from under center.
Very good point. Second and 9, they did give him a yard. Smotherman under center. Banks, the running back. Smotherman drops to pass, nothing there. He breaks the tackle. He's going to pick up the first down and more. He fumbles the ball as well, and the Eagles fall on it. Thankfully, Smotherman loses it. Who falls on it? Rayshawn Perry falls on the ball. Or was that Binkley that falls on it? Either way, the Eagles pick it up at the 30, so it's a pickup of 19 yards.
Huge gain, could have turned into a big loss there. Little mistakes that the Eagles have to be aware of.
That's right, there have already been 2 turnovers in the game for the Bulldogs, and the Eagles fumble it, but were able to get it back at the 30-yard line. They're marching. Smotherman did a good job of eluding the defense behind the line of scrimmage. Under center, Banks, the running back. Quick drop, nothing there. He's taken down. It's a loss of 3.
J.D. Davis, loss of 4 on the play.
Actually, only gave him a loss of 2, so
loss of 2 on the play.
second and 12 for the Eagles. It was a short drop, and he was looking for the quick slant, and it just wasn't there. But the defenders were, so he really didn't have much of a chance. At that point, August, you just tuck it, and you just hope you don't put it on the floor.
These defensive linemen for Columbia are just shooting right off the ball.
They are. They are. Binkley, fullback. Banks, the tailback. He drops back to pass, and he heaves it to the end zone to Rayshawn Perry. Rayshawn goes up, one-hands it, and wasn't able to bring it in. It was a good look. He had to throw it off balance. He was stumbling again, and you wonder, August, you can already see, we can see it from here. I'm not sure if you can see it on TV, but there's a lot of divots already in the turf because it's just so wet out there. We didn't get any sun today. We got a lot of rain last night, and you just wonder if it's going to, if the turf has a role to play. It's at 3rd and 12, 32-yard line. Let's see if the Eagles can pick up some yardage here. They need the first down. Not quite in field goal range. 2 wide receivers right, 1 left. Binkley, the fullback, banks the tailback. Smotherman under center. He drops the slant. Complete. Fumbles. Perry brings it in, gets the first down, and then fumbles.
We have a flag on the play.
Flag's on the play, and Chris Marion does a good job of getting a good close-up on that flag. Thank you, Chris, for that.
The fumble was recovered by number 7.
And again,
Jordan Banks. So,
not sure who it's against. Neither team has really shown that they know. It is an illegal touching against the Eagles.
The legal procedure against the Eagles.
So that's going to be a 5-yard loss. An eligible receiver downfield for the Eagles.
5-yard loss.
5-yard penalty. And we are going to repeat the down.
Stays 3rd down, 17 to go for the Eagles. Ball marked at the Bulldog 38-yard line.
That was the play they were looking for the play before. The quick slant, the quick drop, the quick slant to Rayshawn Perry, who's got good hands and a big kid. Smotherman under center. Drops. Eludes the rush. Passes. Incomplete.
just missing it.
Smotherman scrambling again, drops back.
Intended for Austin Binkley.
He went up there against the defender and just missed it.
There's really nothing you can do here, August. You can try and punt it and get inside the 10, but you're really not in a good spot. And I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to try and punt it and get them deeper because, I mean, your only hope is to, I mean, it's 17 yards is a long way to go, 4th down. So Zach McLean drops back to punt for the Eagles. It's interesting because he was not the one who I saw. Of course, he punted at the scrimmage at Lebanon Saturday night, but he's not the one that I saw practicing punting for the game today. But
and
he
that
is
might
back.
just be because he has a weaker punt. So
maybe he's better at placing it.
That's
just going
to.
Now this may be interesting. If this is on Columbia Academy, that moves it up 5 yards. And at that point, you might try and go for it if you're the Eagles. But I think they're going to keep Zach in there, and they are.
Makes it 4th and 12.
Number 4, Cole Chambly, the senior wide receiver and defensive back, is back for Bulldogs to receive the punt. Kicked up in the air. Nice punt, bounces inside the 10, down to the 8-yard line. Good job there of punting. Just get it off and let the ball roll.
Great placement there by Zach.
So Columbia Academy will start their drive deep in their own territory from the 8-yard line.
First and 10 for the Bulldogs. Carry in shotgun formation. Ethan Foster, the fullback, gets the handoff, and he is met and dropped for a pickup of 1 on the play. Good job there defensively. If the Eagles can keep them here, that's why you try and punt. You pin them deep, you hope you can hold them 3 and out, and you get the ball back in good field position.
He was met there by the defensive line. He got a gain of only 1 yard. So
it gave him 2, maybe a long 1.5. Gave him 2. 2nd and 8. The Eagles are running a defender on the field. Carry across the middle, complete to number 8, Thomas Garrison, who runs over some Ezell defenders and gets the ball all the way out to the 35-yard line. A good job by Thomas Garrison, the freshman
Brought down by number
from
7,
Columbia Academy.
Ezell-Harding Christian School. It is enough for a Bulldog first down. Moves the ball out to the Bulldogs' 35-yard line.
The Bulldogs are mixing it up with the pass and the run, and except for the turnovers, are being fairly effective. Carey, shotgun, drops back to pass again. The defense comes, the pass across the middle slips through the hands of Taylor Thompson, another freshman. August, the Bulldogs have a lot of confidence in their freshmen. They go to him back-to-back plays, but that one slips through Thompson's fingertips, incomplete.
That'll make it 2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs from their own 35-yard line.
The snap to Carey, a little high, does a good job of grabbing it. The pass out to number 2, Drew Thornton, was incomplete, just off his fingertips, led him just a little bit too much, and that one's tough to bring in.
They were looking for that screen pass there again, and that was a bubble screen that time, so I don't think the Eagles were really expecting that one.
Ginger was in fairly good position, but he would have picked up at least 5 yards on the play. It's a good-looking play, just wasn't able to bring it in. Which brings up 3rd down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Thompson looking to rush on the end, and he's there, and he almost brings him down, and he just throws it away. It was a great job by Carey of eluding Thompson, but Thompson, I tell you, blitzing on the right side. I could see him sneaking up, and indeed he came on the blitz. Grabbed him by the shoestring and just wouldn't let go. 4th and 10 for the Bulldogs, and they are deep in the 35-yard line, so they are going to punt it away. Back to receive is Dorian Banks, the freshman for the Eagles.
Dorian Banks back to receive for Ezell-Harding.
The snap is good. The punt is away. It's low and wobbly. Banks fields it at the 21-yard line. He makes a great move, and he slips again. The 36, almost the 37-yard line. There it is, August. They gave him the 38 where his knee went down. So a nice move there initially by Banks.
He had the grip enough for that, but lost it after he got around number 1 there.
At some point, the turf monster is going to get you, and it got him.
It did there.
Ryan Caldwell in for the Eagles at quarterback. Blake Smotherman is at tailback. The Eagles, I think, are going to have to take a timeout. They don't have their personnel on the field. Coach is throwing number 34, Daniel Williams, out there at wideout. The snap and the give to Smotherman, who makes a good run out to the 47-yard line. A pickup of almost 15 yards.
Takes the ball all the way down to the Bulldog 47-yard line. Good for an Eagle first down.
Ryan Caldwell, the sophomore, was the quarterback of choice at the Lebanon scrimmage. Did not get the start tonight. Smotherman did. And what this does, August, is this gives the Eagles an opportunity to get the ball into Smotherman's hands as a running back instead of having him run like a chicken with his head cut off because he's dodging defenders as a quarterback. But Caldwell has a good arm and good legs. He drops to pass, he fakes, and he looks deep for Smotherman. Smotherman hits him in the chest. It was a good-looking pass.
Bounces off his shoulder pads.
An unfortunate break for the Eagles, but nonetheless, you like what you see there in the play action, rolling Caldwell out, and he threw that ball 35, almost 40 yards on the run. Like I said, he's got a good arm. And there was a defender there, so it wasn't as if he was by himself and it hit him in the chest. There was a defender there. Binkley wide left. McLean wide left.
Barely gets the handoff there.
He did a good job of getting the handoff. Again, trips coming out of center.
Takes the ball back to the line of scrimmage for
3rd and 10 for the Eagles. 1 minute, 15 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
That'll bring up
And the
third and
Eagles
10 for the Eagles.
and the Bulldogs are scoreless. Caldwell goes under center. Binkley, the fullback. He bobbled the snap, August, and wasn't able to get it cleanly, which threw the play off, threw the timing off a little bit. So we're going to see the punter again.
Loss of 2 on the play.
McLean will come back to punt with 32 seconds left to go in the first quarter. The snap is low, but McLean grabs it and kicks it. It's low. Hits at the 21 and rolls inside the 10 again. He loves that 8-yard line, August.
Yeah, he does.
If he can put it there every time, we're going to be in good shape.
Maybe that's why he picked the number.
With 4 seconds left to play in the first quarter tonight, Columbia Academy will take possession, 1st and 10, again deep in their own territory.
4 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. It's scoreless. Shotgun formation for the Bulldogs again. Carey gets the snap, fakes the handoff, gives it to 44, Hudson Prim, and he carries it, runs over. He's a tough guy, strong guy, out to the 26-yard line at the end of the first quarter. Ezell-Harding 0, the Bulldogs 0.
Down as the first quarter comes to an end tonight.
We're going to go to Demaria Vaughn, who is one of the students in our broadcast journalism class. And Demaria has been working on a couple of stories for us, and I think she has one about today's pep rally. Demaria?
There is so much energy on the football field tonight. Due to a pep rally we had earlier today, we had the football team pumped up and excited. The cheerleading squad had us dancing by their routines, and the crowd had us going wild with exciting games. And for my first pep rally as a freshman, it was fun to be a part of.
Demaria, you guys coming down, what's the difference between some of the pep rallies in the middle school and some of the pep rallies in the high school?
Well, in the middle school, people are being all boring and stuff, and in the high school, we like to get hyped and just all pumped up and stuff.
Being the first pep rally, the first football pep rally of the year, the seniors kind of make a grand entrance at the beginning. What did you think of that chaos today?
Well, I thought it was okay. It wasn't all that, but it was kind of crazy.
Made a big mess on the gym floor, and Coach Farmer was making sure that the seniors cleaned it up. But Demaria, I appreciate your work on the pep rally story. We're going to have you back at halftime and talk a little bit about our good friend, senior Blake Smotherman. Thank you. Start of the second quarter, we're scoreless. The Bulldogs getting a first down at the end of the first quarter, so they have it 1st and 10 on the 26. Jackson Carey, shotgun formation, pitches to Thornton, who runs around the left side, is met and stopped by the Eagles after a gain of about 5.
Number 2, Drew Thornton on the carry for the Bulldogs. Brought down by Brian Allison.
Brian Allison makes the stop for the Eagles.
The ball out to the Bulldogs 32-yard line.
Second down and 4.
Second down, 4 to go.
It's a good stop to prohibit the first down. Bulldogs, they'll pick up 6 and in a good position. 2nd and 4. Carry back to pass. Pass is through the fingertips of number 4, Cole Chambly, the senior. Wish he had that back because he wishes, as much as we love our Columbia Academy friends, we don't wish he had it back, but the Columbia Academy Bulldogs do wish that they had that back. It was right through his fingertips and would have been plenty for the first down, but instead we have 3rd and 4 for the Bulldogs.
Plenty of room to run if you would have caught that.
Carey again in shotgun formation. Good snap. Back to pass. The chase is on by Thompson. The pass across the middle is complete. Rayshawn Perry misses the tackle. And a great tackle by Ryan Caldwell. Rayshawn Perry was not able to make the hit. Caldwell runs across the field and does make the tackle to save the touchdown. But it was a great play offensively for the Bulldogs. And they're in business. Ball down to the Ezell 18-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
The chase was on. Thompson thought he had him. He was closing in. And Carey does a good job of throwing on the run.
Ryan looks a little shook up after that hit.
The pitch to Prim around the right side, and a nice stop.
Prim on the carry around wide.
Daniel Thompson on the stop. August, how many times have we called Daniel's name already tonight?
Countless. He's fearless up over there on the right side. Always swinging around to get that quarterback. Keeps him in his eyes.
Pickup of 1. Prim in the backfield, carrying shotgun formation, 3 wide right, 1 left. Carey drops. The pass across the middle is complete down to the 9-yard line. So it's going to be short by about a yard. It's a good play there. Just ran to the middle of the field and set. Felt that there was an open spot and did what you're supposed to do. You just sit there and let your quarterback see you and hit you. A yard shy, 3rd and 1. And I'll tell you right now, they still may go for it on 4th and 1, but they have a kicker that can kick the ball probably about a 45, 50-yard field goal. Watched him in warm-ups. He has got a foot. The give up the middle into the end zone for a Columbia Academy touchdown. Just a simple handoff up the middle. And once you break through the line, there was nobody there that was really able to stop his momentum.
Once you get past the 10-yard line, that's really all you got to do is just hand it to your running back and let him do the rest.
Just run downhill and into the end zone, carry the holder. The kicker is the senior Matthew Forsyth. The snap is good. The kick is on the way, and it is good. We're in the second quarter. 9 minutes, 37 seconds left to play in the half. Columbia Academy gets on the board. They take the lead over the Eagles, 7-0.
I can see junior Jordan Whitaker, number 77, out there, who's not dressed out tonight, down there getting our offense fired up.
He's a big guy, August.
He is. He came from NBA last year. I believe I heard him say that he pulled a back muscle during practice this past week, and that is why he's not dressed out.
It's going to be frustrating to make it all the way to the start of the season and not be able to play. But he's down there motivating his guys, and that's what leadership does. And hopefully that's going to lead to some points for the Eagles. Dorian Banks and Blake Smotherman back to receive for the Eagles. Again, just a great night for football. Just a beautiful night. Cool. The grass is green. The lines are straight. Thanks to Mr. Carter, who does a fantastic job year in and year out on the field. The kick is received by Smotherman at the 2-yard line. He takes it out and is met at the 18-yard line where he is smothered.
Ezell-Harding 2, it moves the ball out to the Ezell-Harding.
But the Eagles will start at the 18, 1st and 10.
Chambly on the stop for Columbia Academy. Ezell-Harding, first down and 10 from their own 18-yard line.
Let's see who the Eagles have at quarterback. It looks like they still have Caldwell. Caldwell took a hit defensively at the last series, but he is in at quarterback. Smotherman moves out to a wideout, and he is open across the middle. He catches the ball, eludes the tackle, and he might go, folks, if he can stay on his feet. They're not going to catch him. He's to the 25, the 20, the 15, 10, 5, and he's in the end zone for an Ezell-Harding touchdown.
That was a great pass there.
He hit him in stride. If you don't hit him in stride, he's not going to be able to make that cut, but he does hit him in stride, and once he eluded that defender, there was nobody that was going to catch him with Blake's speed.
And with that grass being so wet, that was very good skills there to stay on his feet.
It sure was. It's a great play. As Smotherman goes from running back, he moves to wide out, and the defense did not make the adjustment, and he was wide open over the middle. It was a great play. Zach McLean on for the Eagles for the point after attempt. The snap is good. The kick is on the way, and it also is good. 9 minutes, 11 seconds left to go. 26 seconds come off the clock, and the Eagles tie it up at 7 apiece. We're knotted at 7. Great football game here. There's a defensive matchup in the first quarter. The offense has shown up for both teams in the second quarter at 7-7 with 9 minutes, 11 seconds left to go in the half. August, I'll just say it again, that's why they want Blake not behind center. They need somebody like Ryan back there who can get the ball into Blake's hands instead of Blake simply scrambling for his yards.
Gives him a 6-yard head start when he's playing wide receiver.
Got a lot of speed. Can you keep up with him?
Definitely not.
Zach McLean to kick off for the Eagles. Back deep for the Bulldogs is number 8, Thomas Garrison, and number 4, Cole Chambly. McLean to the ball. Kicks a low spiral, and it's fielded and fumbled by number 34, Ethan Foster, who carries the ball all the way out to the 30-yard line, where the Bulldogs will start 1st and 10.
He was wrestled down there by number 11, Matt Gannett.
It's a good job by Matt. How do you say Matt's name, August? I don't think I've ever really known that.
Gannett.
Is it Gannett? Okay.
Yes.
Wasn't sure if the GN was like lasagna, like the GN in lasagna, like nip, but it's not. It's Gannett. That's great. And his brother also plays on the football team as well.
Yes, he was starting on the offensive line tonight. Steven was number 70.
That's their first timeout of this first half.
Well, we're going to take another timeout again, and while we're taking our timeout, we're going to show you our video that we're very proud of. And before I show you the video, just want to give a quick shout-out thanks to Mike Murrian from Nashville Video Productions, who put this together for us. He has been instrumental in helping us out with our broadcasting class. So please enjoy the work of Mike Murrian.
Donations made by our sponsors for the Ezell-Harding Athletic Program.
We apologize for the dark picture a while ago. Hopefully we have fixed that. we're learning a lot of things on the fly as we go into broadcasting class, and one of the things is how to adjust the camera as the sun is setting to where we can see clearly. So I think we have it fixed now, but I'm thankful for all 20 of you who texted me to let me know that it was too dark.
Number 4 scrambling there.
Chamblee did a great job of receiving, and his coaches are going nuts over there, August, because he committed the cardinal sin by going back the other way to try and make a move instead of just falling forward for the first down, which he would have had. He took only a gain of 4.
Took a big punishment there from Daniel Thompson again.
He did. Again, Daniel seems to be everywhere.
Just one of those guys.
He is. The give up the middle, pick up a 3. He gets close to the line of scrimmage. To the first down marker. He may be about half a yard shy of the first down. Of course, I've been wrong before, but I'm not this time. How about that? 3rd and about half a yard, not much. See if the Eagles can make a stand here.
And I'm willing to bet that they're just going to push it right up the middle here.
The ball's probably not going to go in the air. Shotgun formation, carry hands, fullback up the middle. He has a big hole, and he is out to midfield. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
And there it was. When you're just going for a short game, you just got to go to your running back and let him push through the line.
Number 24, Brian Neal Allison. That'll be good for a Bulldog first down, moving the ball to the Columbia 49-yard line.
To the 49-yard line. The give across midfield to the 47-yard line.
On the carry for the Bulldogs. Tripped up by Elias Payne for the Eagles. Pushes the ball across midfield. For a gain of 4 on the play, it'll be 2nd and 6 from the Ezell-Harding 38.
2nd and 6. Rolls out. The pass is complete out to the 41-yard line. It's going to be close to the first down. I think he's got it.
And he barely got that one off. He had Alex Gilly, number 73, right on his tail.
That will be enough for a Columbia first down, moving the ball to Ezell-Harding 40.
First down for the Bulldogs. Carey gets the snap. The give to the fullback, who makes a great move and a nice stop.
44 on the carry again. Hudson Prim.
By number 24, Brian Allison.
Allison.
It was a good stop, August, because if he hadn't stopped him, he probably would be dancing into the end zone. Another first down for the Bulldogs as they march with 6:35 left to go in the first half. Carry shotgun formation, flanked on each side by running back. The blitz is on. Cranston Gentry, they set up a nice screen, and he is going to score. Touchdown, Columbia Academy. That was a beautiful screenplay there, August. It's a great screenplay there. They waited just long enough for the defenders to get to the quarterback.
That was a good move there at the end.
And J.D. Davis flashes out to the right side, and he had a lot of room.
First off on to attempt a point after.
Fortsoff doing his stretches, his calisthenics, getting ready for him is just a chip shot. And I'm not kidding you, August. Watching him kick before the game, he's got a thunderfoot, as some people like to say.
Number
Dorian Banks,
7 and number 9, Ryan Caldwell and Dorian Banks,
two down,
both down.
Banks being helped off the field, as is Caldwell.
And looks like they ran into each other after JD got to move around Banks
under their own power, which is always good to see.
Banks and Caldwell for the Eagles take it up on the play.
force off for the point after attempt. The snap is good. The kick is on the way, and it's good. 6:21 left to go in the first half. Columbia Academy jumps out in front again, 14-7.
The Eagles really got to push here to get that 7 points back.
You got to feel like you've got more confidence now with Caldwell at quarterback and Smotherman doing what he does best out of the backfield.
With it still being only the second quarter, we still got a whole lot of ball to be played, so they got plenty of time to
And it's a much different ball game than it was last year. By this time of the game last year, you hate to say that any ball game's over, but we were really, really deep and far behind and had a pretty good sized mountain to climb and just weren't able to do it. But you're in the ball game. Obviously, you're only one score down, and you've got plenty of time to score.
Back deep, you got Blake Smotherman, number 21, and number 34, who is Daniel Williams.
Daniel Williams is in there because Dorian Banks was injured. So we'll see how Williams does in his first chance at a kickoff attempt.
Daniel Williams is also a freshman.
Got some really athletic freshmen here on the Ezell squad. Number 9, Zach, I'm going to try and say it, but Sabenkamp is going to kick it off for the Bulldogs. He kicks it deep. Smotherman at the goal line. Not able to bring it back. It's a touchback. The Eagles will take it at the 20-yard line.
Which the way the kickoff team was moving there, I think that might have been better for the Eagles. They were really flying past our blockers.
Well, and Smotherman last time took it at the 2 and brought it out to the 18. So 2 yards further back, he receives it. But they get it at the 20. Caldwell was shaken up on the defensive plays. He's been shaken up on a couple of defensive plays, but he tends to come right back in at quarterback, just bounces right back. And he is back in there.
Dorian Banks, however, still is being looked at by the trainer, so we'll see how he goes.
Binkley, the fullback, Smotherman, the tailback. Caldwell under center, gives to Smotherman, who is met at the line of scrimmage and looks to be 2 yards on the play.
Number 22, Jamie Davis, leading for the Bulldogs.
2nd and 12, ball at the 18-yard line for the Eagles.
The Eagles, ball at their own 18-yard line.
Caldwell passes across the middle, in and out of the hands of number 80, Rayshon Perry. Rayshon's hitting the small of the back, and he's down.
Number 2, Bruce Thornton on the coverage. We have official timeout on the field for an injury.
He gets up on his own will and hops right back over to the huddle. Looks like he just determined not to come out.
Looks like he got hit right underneath
the
pads.
Yeah.
Right where our good friend Andrew Joyce has some back problems. That's not a good place to get hit, is it, sir?
Harding will have it 3rd and 12 from
not indeed.
18-yard line.
Thankfully, he was able to hop up and
looked like he took a shot there from the helmet of number 2 from the Bulldogs.
Binkley is wide left. The give is fake to Smotherman. Caldwell is hit and taken down at the 8-yard line. They saw that coming, and he play fake to Smotherman and rolled to the right. And just wasn't anything there except some white jerseys, and they take him down for another loss. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
He's taken down there by 34, Ethan Foster.
It's a nice defensive play by Foster. 4th and 21. The Eagles are deep. They need to to get the ball out of the end zone. Zach McClain standing in the middle of the end zone. Let's see if he can punt it out there.
This has got to be a perfect snap so that there's not a...
Cole Chambly to receive for...
barely gets it off.
He gets it off, but there's going to be a flag in the end zone. That's not going to be running into the punter, August. They hit Zach McClain pretty hard. That's going to be a first down, automatic first down for the Eagles for sure. He was lucky to get it off because the snap was low. He fumbled it, and the defenders were there. They just didn't get to the ball, but they did get to Zach, which you can't do.
And as hard as he just got hit, I'm surprised he actually got up because there were 3 white jerseys laying on top of him there.
So the Eagles will, of course, take the penalty. The ball comes out to the 25-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10 for Ezell-Harding. That's a big break, August, because you have 4 minutes, 17 seconds left to go, and instead of kicking it away to the Bulldogs, and they would have been in great position on the field to score again before the half. You keep your drive alive, what drive it's been. It's not been much this time, but you kind of keep the offense on the field in hopes of putting it into the end zone before halftime.
That's a big penalty I'm sure the coaches did not want for Columbia Academy.
Caldwell under center, drops to pass, rolls out to the right, and he is drugged down from behind and loss of 6 on the play, 2nd down and 16.
Again, brought down by number 34, Ethan Foster.
So we're calling Foster's name about as often as we're calling Daniel Thompson's name defensively.
Play will bring up 2nd down, 16 for the Eagles. Ball marked at the Ezell-Harding 19-yard line.
Second and 16 for the Eagles. Ball on the 19-yard line. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Columbia Academy on top 14-7. The Eagles trying to get some momentum here offensively. Caldwell under center. Trips coming out from under center. And he flips the ball to Smotherman, but I believe they said he was down before he got rid of the ball. So it's going to be
him down before he got it off. I think what's happening is the nose guard is getting off on our center too fast, and he's actually getting pushed back under our quarterback's foot is what's happening. The way he fell, I think that's what happened there.
So it's 3rd and 19, which is not where you want to find yourself. There are not a lot of plays in the playbook for 3rd and 19, except for run real far, and I'll try and throw it to you.
Or the good old Hail Mary.
For the good old Hail Mary. We'll see what the Eagles dial up. Caldwell rolls out to the right. He gets the corner, and he makes a cut to the 23-24 line. Gets back almost to the original line of scrimmage. Pick up of 8. But it's going to be 4th down and 11. Of course, the Eagles again in a position to punt again. But August, you have to take into consideration if you can punt it deep enough and keep them from scoring, the Eagles get the ball first coming out of halftime with a chance to knot it up. Zach McClain back to kick. Columbia Academy has 2 back, 2 deep. Drew Thornton and Cole Chambly to receive the punt. A good snap there, flag on the play, and he kicks it straight up in the air.
Flag on the play.
Let's see what the flag is.
And I hope for Zach McClain there resets the down.
Hopefully he'll get another shot at that. Just a difficult position to be in as a punter, especially if you're not a trained punter. The call is against the Eagles. That's going to be declined, and the Bulldogs are going to be in great position to score. 1 minute, 45 seconds left to go.
That is not where you want to be if you're the kicker.
It's not. They've got 2 timeouts, the Bulldogs do, with 1:45 to go in the half. And again, with the field goal kicker that can kick it a long way. There's not much wind tonight, August. The wind is blowing 5 to 8 miles an hour, according to the Weather Channel. And they're not an official sponsor of EHCS Network, but nonetheless, I did check it before we went on air. Timeout for the Eagles.
Timeout on the field, Ezell-Harding. That is Ezell-Harding's first timeout of the night.
I'm willing to bet that this is going to be Coach Hall telling the Eagles that they need to step up here and hold the Bulldogs to no gain.
I think you're right, August. I think that's exactly what he's saying. You kind of rounded the troops. You're playing a lot of young guys, a lot of guys with not much experience in high school football, and you basically just grab them by the shirt collar and say, hey, look, you got to dig your heels in right here. You got to make a stop. At least give me a 3 and out, and if they kick a field goal, they kick a field goal. We put them in this position. Let's just hold them where we're at.
3 points is a whole lot better than 7 or 8.
That's absolutely true. It's a good point.
Custom Cabinet, Smith County Property Restoration Group, Priest Lake Veterinary, the Craig Insurance Group, H&T's Home Cooking,
as we resume play, carry shotgun formation, flanked on each side. The snap is a little high, but he gets it. He's met at the line of scrimmage, number 44, Hudson Prim. And he fought forward for 2 or 3 yards, but I'm telling you, August, it looks like the talk from Coach Hall worked because the defenders were right there and they weren't going to let him through.
They burst through that line. The defensive lineman did.
Second down, 7 to go from the Ezell-Harding 20-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 7, a gain of 3, ball on the 20-yard line, 1 minute, 12 seconds left to go. Carry shotgun formation. The snap is a good one. He drops back to pass. He looks across the middle. He has a guy there, and he is met by, I'm going to let you say it,
Daniel Thompson again.
Number 43, Jeremy Shires.
Jeremy Shires almost had that in his hands, but Daniel Thompson just
unless we have
hard there.
Unless we have 3 number 85s, Daniel Thompson is everywhere tonight. He has done a it just seems like every time we look for the ball, Daniel's there too. 3rd and 7 for Columbia Academy, 57.4 seconds left to go in the half. 3rd and 7. The fake, the give, met and dropped. And I'll tell you, August, I think they blew the whistle too quick.
They did.
He was met, and his momentum was stopped, but they blew the whistle way too soon, and he fumbled the football. But when the whistle blows, the play is dead. And so it's going to be 4th down and probably 4th and 10 for Columbia Academy. We'll see what they decide to do. They're definitely going to decide to take a timeout. With 43.4 seconds left to go, they're going to take a timeout, and we're going to take one as well. And we'll be back right after this.
Here include Harris Eye Care, Papa Murphy's, O'Reilly Karate, Dairy Queen, BSI Printing and Terry Styles, Mount Fuji Steak and Sushi, Sign Graphics, and Kim Gentry of Action Home. Ezell-Harding thanks all of our supporters and sponsors for our athletic.
I'm going to give a shout out to Andrew Joyce, who this is his first time as producer and director. It's a first time for a lot of us on this program tonight, but he has done a fantastic job on the overlays, keeping up with the down and yardage, and it's a big job. We've talked about it all week in class. It is not an easy job to stay one step ahead, and he is doing a fantastic job. So it's 4th down, and I'm a little surprised they're not kicking a field goal here, but they're not. Carry shotgun formation. He drops back to pass. He looks across the middle. The guy is there, and it's in and out of his hands, August. In and out of his hands. The ball will go over to the Eagles with 36.2 seconds left to go. I'll say it again. I'm a little shocked with the field goal kicker that they have in Matthew Forsoff that they did not kick that field goal.
It was broken up there by Rayshawn Perry.
You know, Rayshawn was there, but it was really broken up by the receiver's fingertips because he had that ball right in his grasp, and if he had caught it, he's going to score.
Rayshawn was ready to be there. He lost his helmet when he hit him. So
the Eagles will probably, my guess is, take a knee, try not to turn the ball over with 36 seconds left to go, but it looks like they're going to
going for the quick pass.
Go for the quick pass, and it wasn't there. And if it's not there and the defenders are there with a short drop, the defenders were there quick.
I'm thinking time's going to run out.
Columbia Academy is going to call their final timeout.
Columbia Academy will call their final timeout of this first half.
24.7 seconds left to go.
24.7 seconds left.
They can't stop the clock again. August, I believe Coach Hall is not going to. He's not going to want to see that turn of events happen again. My guess is he's going to take a knee and just go to the locker room.
I'm not thinking he wants to go into the locker room down 7, though. I think he wants to tie it up before they head in there.
Unless he's got some trick up his sleeve that Gene Stallings taught him down in Tuscaloosa. I'm not so sure what that would be, but we'll see nonetheless. A great crowd here tonight. Good to see a great crowd from Columbia Academy, our friends down in Columbia making the trip up to Nashville. And a good crowd on their side, and a good crowd also for the Eagles' home opener. The student section and the Ezell-Harding section is flip-flopped this year, August. The Eagles are sitting on the opposite side than we've sat at for, well, since I was a little chap.
Confused me a little bit when Ms. Pruitt decided that they were going to do that.
So they did the quick pass out to Binkley. He receives at the 20-yard line, is taken down immediately. 15 seconds left to go.
And they called a timeout, the Eagles did. So I'm thinking they're trying to get down the field and score.
August, I'm not sure who called the timeout there, but I thought Columbia Academy, who I thought was out of timeouts, they must have brought an extra one with them on the bus.
Apparently so.
But nonetheless, we must have had our count wrong, but nonetheless, and that's probably why they took the timeout before, because they knew that they had enough to where they could possibly stop the clock, stop the Eagles, and get their field goal kicker out on the field. Come back to play. 15.7 seconds left to go in the half. It's 14-7. The visitors from Columbia Academy. 3rd down and 12 for the Eagles. Caldwell under center. Drops to pass. Throws it across the middle. And it is caught by number 21, Blake Smotherman. 8.4 seconds left to go.
And that time it is
the Eagles call a timeout. 4th and 3.
Eagles have the ball 4th and 3 from their own
8.4 seconds left to go.
And I'm just as clueless here. With the ball only on the 30-yard line.
4th and 3. You probably are just going to kick it away. See what the Eagles have up their sleeve. 4th and 3 on the 30. Trailing 14-7. 8.4 seconds left to go in the half. It's been a long half. Not a lot of offense, not a lot of scoring, but a long half nonetheless. The Eagles Caldwell under center. He drops, and he is going to throw it about as far as he can. Up for grabs. Incomplete as the clock expires at the end of the first half. The Ezell-Harding Eagles 7, Columbia Academy 14.
We go to halftime tonight. The score, Columbia Academy 14, Ezell-Harding 7.
We're back for halftime here at Ezell-Harding Christian School. The Eagles are trailing Columbia Academy 14-7. We have here with us at halftime student body president for Ezell-Harding Christian School, Mr. Jake Williams. Jake, thank you for joining us.
Oh, no problem, Mr. Charlton, anytime.
Well, I tell you what, if you'll speak up a little bit, we can hear you a little bit better, but we appreciate you being here with us. And just tell me a little bit about how the year is going so far, how your first few weeks as student body president are.
Well, let me tell you, it's been a pretty rough 2 weeks, but I can't complain. Just throwing many different things in my way. Just gotta stay on top of stuff, you know. Just gotta make sure everything's getting done properly.
So what are some, I know you guys have worked hard over the summer. You guys, the student rep, Miss Katie Earls, took you guys on a little retreat so y'all could do some planning. Kind of tell me what some of your goals, your vision is for the school year this year.
We're going to try to make the school grow in many different ways, be it spiritually and, just overall just kind of spirit for Ezell-Harding here, because we do have a great school, and we decided that we're going to have a lot of different student-related activities, and we're just going to get everybody involved this year. So if everybody can come out to all these football games and everybody can come out to the basketball games and just really support us, we'll definitely have a good year for you.
Tell me some of the things that y'all have planned for the students this year.
Well, I know that
you can tell us. I know that, you know, being president, you've got top security clearance and all this kind of stuff, but the stuff that you can tell me.
Well, what I have cleared so far is we are going to have a kickball tournament here sometime pretty soon. It's going to be, you know, with all different schools around here, Good Pasture, FRA, Ravenwood. We've got plenty of teams coming, and we're just going to try to make it fun for everybody, raise a little money for us, so, you know, we can just support ourselves. And we're going to have we're going to have the Ezell-Harding Christian School Olympics, and they're going to be a lot of fun, let me tell you. They're going to be on Fridays.
In London?
No, actually, they're going to be at the Worley Activity Center, which sounds like it could be somewhere over in London, but it's actually here on the campus of Ezell-Harding. It's just going to be a good time. The first week, I believe, we're going to name our countries, and about 64 people a team. So, I mean, we're looking forward to it this year.
That's great. I know last year when you came to me and wanted to kind of start the Wild Whirlies, the student pep section at the basketball games, and I was really excited because one of the things that I am really passionate about is student spirit and trying to get the students involved in rooting on teams and rooting on all teams. I mean, it's, you know, the most popular sports to come out and support are obviously football and, you know, some of the basketball games, but you know, it's always good. And one of the things I would like to see us do this year is to go out and support the bowling team, go out and support the golf team, go out and support the soccer team. Tell me a little bit about some of your plans for that.
Well, I know that we're going to be the Wild Whirlies for the volleyball team because they're going to be there.
Great.
I figured for the baseball team we will be the McGill Maniacs.
Awesome.
Named after Michael McGill Field. For the softball team we'll be the Frudenthal Fanatics.
Okay.
Let's see, soccer. We'll just come out and support, you know, get our vuvuzelas out there and just make a lot of ruckus. For the bowling team, we'll be the Tusculum Lane Travesty. But it's really, we're really going to try to chip in. But I know that the basketball games are where we're going to shine this year.
That's great. Anything you'd like to say before we let you go here? I appreciate you coming and joining us.
Well, it's really no problem. I was just sitting out here watching the game. Hopefully we can pull back from this 7-point deficit. I mean, we're gonna have a solid second half. I can feel it. We're gonna have seniors Blake Smotherman, Cranston Gentry leading the way, and you know, we're just gonna have a great year out here. So we just need everybody to come out and support for everything that we do.
Jake, I appreciate you. I appreciate your love for the school and all the work that you do with the student body.
Well, no problem.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jake Williams, student body president for Ezell-Harding Christian School. And if we can get the headset on it, we're going to bring in Mr. John Sullivan. Mr. Sullivan has joined the faculty here at Ezell-Harding Christian School this year as the school's first ever campus minister. John, tell us a little bit about yourself and tell us a little bit about what your vision is for campus ministry here.
Hey, Jason. Yeah, thanks for having me tonight. Great atmosphere tonight, and first Ezell-Harding football game, so it's been great to be here. We've got a lot planned for this year. I think more than anything, we are hoping to establish and continue to groom a culture of praise and a culture of ministry and a culture of leadership here on our campus. And so we will study the Bible and we will have time of devotion to God, but those things are all going to be in the light and spirit of developing a deeper spiritual Christian culture here at Ezell-Harding Christian School. And I'm blessed and humbled to be a part of that and to help lead a great team of people here at school that are already doing those things and making great strides toward those things. So it's looking very bright for us here, and I think I've come in at a great time to pick up the reins to do this.
Tell me a little bit about what you did before you came to Ezell-Harding. I know you came to us from Harding University, but what did you do for Harding and how long were you there?
Sure. I was working with the enrollment staff and admissions office at Harding for 7 years. I mainly was in recruiting, enrollment. I spent the first few years just recruiting the state of Tennessee, and then about 3 years ago I took a more leadership role in the office as an associate director of admissions. Worked with a great team there to get the word out about Harding University, and I've I've become a man of Christian education, it seems like. I didn't know that I would be doing that in my career, but God's really painted a neat path for me that's led me here. So it's being here is excellent on the heels of being at Harding University. So I'm hoping to bring some of that experience to Ezell-Harding. You think probably just paint Harding across my body and then add different words to it.
Well, I've noticed, of course, I've joked with you that a lot of your folders that say Harding, I mean, you don't really have to do a lot of work to them to translate them to Ezell-Harding.
That's right. Just minor graffiti will take care of that for sure.
Just get you a pocket full of hyphens and get ready to go. So
absolutely.
Now you are native to Middle Tennessee from I believe the Fairview-Dixon area.
That's right. Yeah, I grew up not too far from here. In fact, I'm joined by my family at the game tonight. They drove over to be here to see this. I told them how great of a school we have here, and they were excited to see it. But I grew up going to Fairview School Systems in Williamson County. I was a Yellow Jacket and graduated in 2001 and actually played men's golf and baseball for them there. So we never played Ezell-Harding while I was a student, at least to my knowledge. But yes, I'm a country boy, come from Fairview.
That's it. So we've got a country boy as our campus minister and a country boy as our president. And I'm not a country boy. This Antioch, I was born and raised in Antioch, so I get a little uncomfortable when I start smelling manure and seeing hay and that kind of stuff. But
sure, yeah. I've spent many days in a hay field. I'm used to that, so nothing wrong with a little honest hard work.
So what did you were the recruiter for Harding University, and you spent a lot of time on the Ezell-Harding campus as a recruiter.
That's right.
When you started the discussions with Mr. Frazier about possibly coming as campus minister, tell me what attracted you to Ezell-Harding. What did you already know about Ezell-Harding that made you wanted to come here?
Oh man, that is the easiest question. I had to answer that question early on making this move. The students here have academic achievement and overcome academic challenges better than any school that I've worked with in Tennessee. The students were brighter, they were more prepared, and I was very impressed with the drive that they had and just the overall preparedness for a career. You know, a lot of students come to college and they have no idea what they want to study. More often than not, every one of the students that came to Harding University from Ezell-Harding had a goal of a career, or at least a path that they wanted to get to. They may not have known, if they wanted to go pre-medicine, physical therapy, or pharmacy school, but they knew they wanted to be in healthcare, and many of them had even had shadowing experience and some real on-the-job experience going along the way. And that goes across all the different disciplines. I was very impressed with that and just their classroom ability. Second from that would be the support system here. The families that are Ezell-Harding families, the faculty in the high school that I had gotten to meet were outstanding. They were very supportive and cared about not only their own children, but all of the kids who were coming out of the school here. And so, when you compare those things, and when I spent time meeting Mr. Frazier and the rest of the administration, it was an easy move, an easy decision to come back to Middle Tennessee and become an Eagle. And it's been excellent since I've been here.
And that's great. Well, we've got just a few more seconds left. I know that there are a few folks who are joining us from Harding University tonight, particularly Weston Gentry said he's going to tune in, so would you like to say a word or two to us?
Oh, man, absolutely. Hey, all the Harding folks, have a great semester. We'll be praying for you guys. If you live in Allen Dorm, you better keep it straight. Don't do anything too crazy. But yeah, I'm excited that they're getting started. First classes will be Monday, so they'll be excited this weekend, and then Monday it'll be all business.
That's great. Ladies and gentlemen, John Sullivan, EHCS Campus Minister.
Hey, thanks, Jason. Great to be with you.
we're about set for action to start the second half. Ezell-Harding trailing Columbia Academy 14-7. But we're joined again by Demaria Vaughn. Demaria is able to speak a little bit today with Blake Smotherman and tell us a little bit what you found out about Blake.
I had the opportunity to sit down with Blake Smotherman, one of the senior captains for the Eagles, who has played numerous positions such as quarterback, running back, and safety. During the conversation, I learned that his college plans are to major in business and to play football. His favorite memory so far is junior year at Midnight Madness, which he said is a night he will never forget. His spontaneous touchdown dance moves make him an unforgettable player that Eagle fans love to watch in action.
Demaria, you've done a great job tonight in your two stories. You did a fantastic job, and we look forward to hearing from you as we continue through the football season. Thank you. We're counting down the final seconds of halftime. Ezell-Harding trailing Columbia Academy 14-7. We're all up here in the booth together doing the Virginia reel, trying to get back into place. So I'm joined here again with August Wiles. August, your senior year here at Ezell-Harding Christian School. Tell me some of your thoughts about the year and things that you're excited about, some of the plans that you have. I know you've already decided where you're going to school. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, me and Chris Murrian, the guy on camera out there, we are both have already got accepted to Indiana State University, and we're studying robotics out there for the senior year as it goes. I'm pretty excited to be in calculus in Mr. John Suttle's class. He's a very interesting and very bright man.
Yeah, he is indeed. I'll tell you the truth. I just took a course. I'm currently in the doctoral program at Lipscomb University, and I took quantitative research. And if it were not for Mr. Suttles, I'm not sure I would have done well in quantitative research. But he is a fantastic teacher, fantastic math teacher here at Ezell-Harding Christian School. And we are very, very blessed to have him. He came to us from Freed-Hardeman University. So we get John Sullivan from Harding University. We get John Suttles from Freed-Hardeman University. We're reaching into the college ranks to pull some of our teachers back here to campus. And you and Chris planning to go to Indiana State. Excuse me. I think I swallowed a hairball. Indiana State University, which is, I'm assuming, in Indiana, but where in Indiana?
It's in Terre Haute.
Where?
It's about an hour west of Indianapolis.
Indianapolis, the place that Larry Bird made famous.
Yes, that's where he went.
Now, you're not going to play basketball, though, are you?
Definitely not.
Just got a text from my good friend and my wife announced that the varsity volleyball team beat Hillsborough and Hillwood tonight. They're playing in a tournament at Overton High School. They played 2 tonight, and they will play in the morning at 10 o'clock. So congratulations to Coach Griffin and the Lady Eagles volleyball team. Tell you, I got addicted to watching both beach volleyball and men's and women's volleyball in the Olympics. And if you have a chance to come out and watch the Lady Eagles play volleyball, they're a really good volleyball team, fun to watch. Coach Griffith has done a fantastic job with the Lady Eagles this year, and they will be playing out at Overton, I believe. Don't quote me on this. You might want to find out from somebody who knows for sure, but I believe it's 10 o'clock in the morning out at Overton High School. The final seconds ticking down again. We put about 2 or 3 more minutes back on the clock after we ticked down the first time. The Eagles will receive the ball to start the second half. And really, August, the only offensive energy for the Eagles was the one play, the pass play to Blake Smotherman for the touchdown, the 65, 70-yard touchdown pass. Other than that, they really haven't been able to get much going.
And they've really got to get their momentum moving here. They've got not a whole lot going with that. And they just need to come out here, come strong, and get it moving, get the ball moving downfield early.
I see Dorian Banks down on the sidelines with the shoulder pads off, which cannot be a good sign for the Eagles. The freshman Banks was injured in the first half, in a play where he and Caldwell looked to collide at the goal line. And Caldwell was shaken up a little bit, but was able to go back in the game. Banks never was able to get back to where he could go into the game. And with the shoulder pads off, that pretty much tells you that his night seems to be over. So Williams and Smotherman to receive the kick from Columbia Academy. It bounces and goes out of bounds. The Eagles will be in good shape getting the ball. I'm not sure what the rule is, but I believe it's the 35 or 40-yard line.
It is the 35.
So the Eagles will start at the 35-yard line, 1st and 10. Caldwell is in as quarterback. Blake Smotherman got the start tonight as quarterback. And somewhere toward the end of the first quarter, Coach Hall decided to make the switch and put Caldwell at quarterback and Smotherman at running back. They have Austin Binkley at fullback for the Eagles. One wide right, one wide left. The pitch is to Smotherman, who rounds the corner, steps out of bounds at the 44-yard line, a pickup of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1.
Bumped out of bounds by number 2, Drew Thornton. A gain of 9 on the play. It'll be
There's a
2nd and
couple
1
good
for the
blocks
Eagles.
there on the left side by the Eagles. One exceptional one by Austin Binkley, the fullback there.
It's a great block by Austin. And if you can get Smotherman to the corner, he has the speed. He can really turn it on and pick up some good yardage. 2nd and 1. Good position for the Eagles. And again, backs in the eye. The pitch. Smotherman makes the cut, gets the first down, and more, picks up 5 yards. A great job, because there wasn't much there, August. He had to make that happen on his own.
That was the same play, just flipped the sides on that one, but they didn't. Columbia did get one man back, but he had 3 jerseys on him, one of them being Alex Gillian. I did not see the other 2.
So the Eagles, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line, as one of our beloved PA announcers one time said, the 51-yard line.
Who is that?
I will not reveal his name, but he is a beloved man, I'll tell you that. The give is to Smotherman. He's hit behind the line of scrimmage, and he's dropped for a loss of 1. It'll be 2nd and 11.
By number 55 for the Bulldogs, Alex Cohen. Brings up 2nd down, 11 to go from the Eagle 48-yard line.
Pitch to Binkley, who gets back to the original line of scrimmage, picks up 1.
Correction, that was actually Daniel Williams.
Daniel Williams, that's correct.
Who is down on the play.
Williams gets the carry and is shaken up on the play. Seems to be getting up and hobbling off, but the trainer's
ankle there.
Going to help him off the field. Smotherman will come back in for Williams. It's to be either an ankle or a knee. The Eagles have already lost the freshman Banks for the night.
48-yard line, no gain on the previous play.
They actually did not give him the original line of scrimmage. It is still 3rd and 11. Caldwell under center. Drops. Defense pressure comes. He feels it. Gets back to the 48-yard line. It's going to be 4th and 11.
They did well to fight him off deep in the backfield, but still only got back to the line of scrimmage.
He did. He eluded the initial rush and tried to roll it out. Looked to almost be a possible block in the back on the Eagles, but the ref thought otherwise, thankfully. Justin McClain back to punt for the Eagles. The snap is good. The punt is away. It's a good kick. Received at the 25-yard line, makes a move to the 30, and is met by a host of Eagles at the 35-yard line. driven back to the 28, but will obviously give him the forward progress to the 35-yard line, where the Bulldogs will set up shop. First and 10 to the 40, the 35-yard line.
Driven back a good 5 yards there by Rayshon Perry, number 80, and number 20, Cranston Gentry. It's a big duo to go up against there.
It is indeed. I tell you, Cranston Gentry, if there's one thing he likes to do,
it's hit people.
It's hit people. Like he doesn't do it in the halls. I'm gonna tell you, when he has the pads on, he likes to hit people, and he hits them hard. The pass in the flat is met. A nice defensive job there by the Eagles.
Another bubble screen.
Cranston Gentry meets him. Makes the tackle. And Andrew Cohen. Andrew Cohen in the first half was the recipient of a fumble and was able to pick it up and advance it for a little bit. Has to be exciting for a big guy like Andrew Cohen to get to run the ball at all, ever. Shotgun formation, the Eagles on a blitz. It's picked up, and the ball is thrown just out of the outstretched arms of number 8, Thomas Garrison, for the Bulldogs. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
And it looks like they're on the sideline down here. It looks like they're taping up number 34, Daniel Williams' ankle. So looks like he's being hopeful to get back in.
So brings up 3rd and 7 on the 38. Eagles needing a stop here. 8:50 to go in the third period, third quarter. The snap, the pass in the flat, complete, but only a pickup of 2. It's going to bring up 4th down and 5, and the Columbia Academy Bulldogs will punt the ball away to the Eagles.
That was a good pickup there by number 4, Shanley.
Blake Smotherman will go deep for the Eagles to receive the punt. By number 9, Zach Sevencom. That's a tough one, and for you Columbia Academy folks, I'm sorry. I'm sure I'm butchering the name. So if his parents or grandparents or good friends, the Eagles are struggling with the personnel, and they almost had too many men on the field. The punt is away. It's a good one, and it rolls inside the 5 down to the 2-yard line. It's a great punt, a great roll for Columbia Academy.
Looked like it was going to go into the end zone there for a second, but it just died.
It was, and really there wasn't much Blake could do because the ball was kicked away from him, and it was rolling so fast. It's like a hot potato. You're not going to want to go over there and field it. It's like trying to field a baseball on an infield full of rocks. You never know what kind of hop you're going to get, and you don't want to risk it.
This game tonight is being played by the Warriors at the Tennessee Secondary Athletic Association.
So the Eagles will have it 1st and 10 from their 2. Flip the field on us, August, and we'll see what the Eagles can do from deep into their own territory. The give,
and
he's hit back into the end zone for safety. It's what you fear. When you get pinned deep like that, the opportunity, you want to try and possibly run the ball out of the end zone, and they just weren't able to do it. It was hit behind the line of scrimmage and dropped in the end zone for a 2-point safety, which increases the lead now to 16-7. So it's a 9-point lead now for the Bulldogs. Great defensive stop.
Difficult math there for you?
No, not necessarily difficult math, except just thinking about the realization that the Eagles are going to have to score at least twice to go ahead. It's, a touchdown's not going to get it, and so it's not just 2 points. You think it's just 2 points, but those 2 points are significant because the Eagles have only scored once, and to go ahead, they're going to have to score twice, and one of them has to be a touchdown. And also, with the rules for a safety, the Eagles will kick the ball off to the Bulldogs. So they score the 2 points, and they'll get the ball back. Zach McLean is going to kick it off a tee, you get the opportunity to either free kick it, punt style, or to put it on a tee. I guess McLean feels more comfortable, especially considering his last punt attempt. He just kind of slipped through his fingers there. He kicks the ball off, and it's received at the 44-yard line. A nice return across midfield down to the 38-yard line, where the Bulldogs again are in great shape. Number 44, Hudson Prim. A fantastic return. He wasn't expecting to get the ball because the ball was not kicked very deep, and he did a good job of returning it for almost 20, 25 yards to the 38-yard line.
And this is that time where Coach Hall's talk's got to come back into play with that defensive line. Got to step it up and hit him hard. And there they go again.
Good defense there by the Eagles. They had him. The pass is, I wasn't sure if it made it back to the line of scrimmage, but there apparently was a wide receiver in the area, so the ball falls incomplete. A good job of getting rid of it because he would have been dropped for almost a 15-yard loss. So it brings up 2nd and 10. Ball again at the 38-yard line.
Bulldogs, ball at the Ezell-Harding 38-yard line.
The pitch, running around the right side is Prim. Finds a hole. A nice hit there by the Eagles. There's a flag on the play.
Number 80, Rayshawn Perry, down.
Rayshawn is down, and he's hurt.
Right in his left shin or knee. I think in his knee. He is just rolling in pain.
You always like to see, and this is something that you see at just about every ball game, player gets injured, and both tems take off their helmets and take a knee out of respect for the person who's injured. And Rayshawn seems to really be hurting down there in the field. Training staff for the Eagles down there attending to him.
Preliminary indication flag against the Bulldogs.
Holding against the Bulldogs for a 10-yard penalty loss.
Will make it 2nd down, 19 to go for the Bulldogs.
Brings up 2nd and 19. Rayshawn Perry is still down.
Perry is being helped off the field. Good to see him putting at least a little bit of pressure on that right leg. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but as soon as it happened, you could tell he was in quite a bit of pain. Penalty again on the Bulldogs, holding. Brings up 2nd and 19. Casey drops back. Defense comes, pressure comes. The shuttle pass forward. A nice play by Casey. And number 8 makes a great move. Tackled down at the 19. Nice little shuttle pass forward. The defensive pressure was there. He didn't have enough time to rear back and throw it over the top. So he just shuttles it forward. And a nice pickup there down to the 19-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. 6 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter.
Caldwell and Garnett on the stop for the Eagles.
The pitch to Prim around the left side. He is hit hard by I'm just going to take a guess that was Cranston Gentry.
That was
As
indeed.
fast as he was flying through there and as hard as he was hit, that looked like a Cranston Gentry hit. The senior Cranston Gentry with a beautiful, beautiful hit. Pickup of maybe 1 on the play. I'm not sure what they're going to give him. They gave him 2, 2nd and 8.
Gain of 1 on the play brings up 2nd and 9 for the Bulldogs from the Ezell-Harding 18-yard line.
Carey drops back. The pass over the middle is nicely broken up
by number 24, Brian Allison.
Beautiful defensive play. Brian Allison coming over the top to break up that pass. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Brian, another senior returning to the Eagles team. He's always been a very strong defensive back, as well as a very strong wide receiver.
Sure is. He sure is. And that was a great defensive play there by the senior Allison. Number 4, Chambly, is hobbling off the field for the Bulldogs. He's had a great ball game thus far. 3rd and 8 for the Bulldogs at the Ezell 18-yard line. Shotgun formation for Carey. He drops back and he's looking in the end zone. He passes into the end zone wide open and just overthrows the receiver in the end zone. In August, there wasn't anybody within 5 yards of him.
Not at all. That is, somebody's missing their man there.
So a fortunate break because it brings up 4th down and 8. We'll see what the Bulldogs decide to do. They're going to go for it, it looks like.
I'm willing to bet that they're going to go for that exact play and hope that there's not another man there.
So Carey in shotgun formation again. And there was an illegal procedure on the Bulldogs. That's going to move it back to 4th and 13. That may change the thinking of the Bulldogs a little bit. I'm telling you, I'm still a little shocked. And I get, you have to trust that your coaches know what they're doing. And these coaches have seen their players a lot more than we do, August. So it's easy to second guess coaches from up in a booth. But when you're down on the field, and I'm speaking from experience, and coaches, they just know their guys. So while we would say put your field goal kicker in there and try it because he's got a good foot, the coaches decide not to do that. And I'm sure they have good reason. It brings up 4th and 13 at the 23. And they are indeed going to go for it. Be a big stop here for the Eagles. Carey shotgun formation. They moved again. It's going to bump them back another 5, 4th and 18.
I think that one might be on the Eagles. Daniel Thompson looked a little bit eager on the blitz on that right side.
Yeah, that's a good call. I saw him itching to come on in.
It was on him. It was a false start on the Eagles. He was ready to go there.
So instead of 4th and 13, we give the 5 yards back, and it's 4th and 8. The blitz was coming. You could see him inching in, and he just got a little too over anxious and came across a little bit too early. So 4th and 8. Let's see if the Bulldogs can make it happen or the Eagles make a stop. The pitch out to the right, and he is going to turn the corner, and he's going to be short of the 1st down by about a yard.
It's
Not
really
sure
close.
1st down for the Eagles. The Bulldogs turn it over on downs. He was just about a yard shy of the 1st down. It was a great play. Just wasn't able to quite get enough. But then again, August, you've got the Eagles pinned deep again, just right inside the 10-yard line.
The Eagles really got to push here so that they don't get driven back and another safety.
Can't afford a turnover this deep in your own territory. Got to make something happen offensively here. 5:27 left to go in the 3rd. Binkley fullback, Smotherman tailback, Caldwell under center. He quick drop, pass across the middle, complete to Allison, out to the 18, almost 19-yard line. It's going to be short of the 1st down by about half a yard, 2nd and 1.
That was a great diving catch there by Brian Allison.
We were just talking about Allison as a great defender and a great wide receiver. It's good to see him get some action. A pickup of 9 on the play, 2nd and 1. Caldwell pitches to Smotherman. Smotherman makes one move, is met and dropped for a loss all the way back to almost the 15-yard line, a loss of almost 4. It's going to be 3rd down and about 5.
Met by number 55, Alex Coley for the Bulldogs, who is walking off the field with a little bit of a limp there.
Well, when you hit somebody going as fast as Blake Smotherman, it can't feel like hugging a pillow, and he looks to be okay. Looks to be just a little bit shaken up. Smotherman goes wide out again, and we look to have motion for the Eagles.
And I think that one's going to be on Blake.
The legal motion on the Eagles moves it back 5, 3rd and 10.
Cut up field a bit too soon there on the motion.
The play there looked to be very similar to the play where they got the touchdown in the first half, where Blake comes out of the backfield, becomes a wide receiver, and does the quick slant across the middle. Let's see if they dial it up again. 4 minutes left to go in the third, 3rd and 10 from the 10. Caldwell under center. Drops back to pass. Rush is coming, and he got hit, and the ball is in the end zone. The Bulldogs fall on it for a Columbia Academy Bulldog touchdown.
And he was hit hard.
He was hit hard, and he was hit from the blind side. Didn't see the defender coming. It was a great hit, great defensive play. And again, August, we talk about the difficulty in having turnovers this deep into your end zone. This turnover was into the end zone, where all Columbia Academy had to do is fall on it. And they extend their lead to 22-7 with the point after attempt to come. The snap is good, the kick is on the way, and it is good. Columbia Academy gets on the board again, gets a safety, gets a touchdown. They extend their lead to 23-7 over the Eagles. 3 minutes, 31 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
Correction, forced off on the point after attempt for the Bulldogs.
You do the math, August, and we're still 2 scores down. 2 touchdowns, 2 two-point conversions, and you tie the ball game. But the Eagles really haven't gotten a lot done offensively since the big play, the big touchdown play, Blake Smotherman across the middle. Let's see if they can get something going here. Caldwell's not really had a lot of time to sit back there and find his receivers. The defenders get there quickly and hit him pretty hard.
That offensive line's really got to step up and be that wall. Ryan Caldwell, number 9, and Blake Smotherman, number 21, both back to receive the kick.
Banks and Williams both shaken up on the sidelines. Williams is trying to walk off his sore ankle that they've taped. He's just not able to get back in there yet. And the kick is on the way, and it's deep, and it is going to go into the end zone. Will be brought out to the 20-yard line, 1st and 10, where the Eagles will set up and see if they can get some momentum going here in the third quarter.
Ezell-Harding will start the drive, 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
Caldwell in for quarterback. Under center. He fakes it and tries to get outside, and he does. Cuts back inside, picks up 2, maybe 3 yards. It'll be second down and about 7.
For a gain of 2 on the play.
Fakes it to Smotherman, rolls to the left, and picks up 3, second and 7.
They're marking the ball at the Ezell-Harding 23-yard line for a gain of 3, second and 7 for the Eagles.
Smotherman, the lone back. The give is to him, and he has got a lot of room. And he picks up the first down across the 30-yard line to the 31. He had a lot of room. He was kind of stuck in the middle of the field, wondering which direction had the most room.
Just needed a couple more blocks, and he did not get them there.
The Eagles pick up the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 23.
There's one thing that I've noticed here, and it's that the offense for the Bulldogs, they're following their runners down the field and keeping the blocks going, and the Eagles have not successfully been doing that.
Caldwell under center. Smotherman the lone back. Caldwell drops to pass. It's a quick drop, and he looks to pass long, just out of the outstretched arms of Allison. It's a good-looking pass, maybe a little bit more air underneath it, and he would have been able to hit him in stride, but good-looking play there by the Eagles. Just missed it.
Garrison on the coverage for the Bulldogs. So it's 2nd and 10 for the Eagles from their own 32-yard line.
Caldwell with the snap, the give to Smotherman, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, but is able to stay on his feet and pick up maybe a yard. He was hit behind the line of scrimmage for what looked like it was going to be a certain loss, and he was able to fight through and pick up 1 yard. Great effort by Blake Smotherman. Caldwell drops the pass long, and it is intercepted by Columbia Academy. The defender was there in step, and the interception by Thomas Garrison. The pass was intended for number 15, Elias Kane, and Elias, as the wide receiver, really turned into the defensive back, trying to break up the interception. The ball just fell into Garrison's arms, and he was able to pick it off. So the Bulldogs at the 35.
Just didn't put enough air under it on that throw and put it right into the arms of Thomas Garrison.
So 1st and 10, the Bulldogs with the ball again. The Eagles were able to move the ball for just a little bit, but the Bulldogs get the turnover. One minute, 25 seconds left to go in the third. Flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
Now I'm telling you, Andrew Joyce is right on it. Now all I have to do is say flag, and he puts that little yellow thing up at the top right hand of your screen, and he's just, I mean, he's automatic. We're going to have to call him Automatic Andrew or something. We'll have to find him a name or something.
Ball against the Columbia Academy Bulldogs, who move the ball back 5 yards. Repeat first down.
5-yard penalty on the Bulldogs, 1st and 15 from the 30.
30-yard line.
Illegal substitution. Carey drops back, almost gets sacked, eludes the first Eagle, and just throws it out of bounds. Smart play there, smart quarterback play. Will bring up 2nd down and 15.
That was Cranston Gentry right on his tail. He almost got him in the backfield.
Rayshawn Perry coming back in defensively for the Eagles. He was shaken up earlier. Good to see him back in there. 2nd and 15. Carry in shotgun formation, drops back. He pump fakes, and there's the pass long. And he just overthrew his receiver.
Incomplete, intended for number 8, Garrison.
Rashawn Perry was there on the coverage for the Eagles.
That'll bring up 3rd and 15 to the Bulldogs.
The defender bit on the pump fake, August, and he just overthrew his receiver.
That could have been deadly for the Eagles there.
Another score is really going to put the Eagles in a bind. 43.4 seconds left in the third. 3rd and 15. Good stop here for the Eagles. Might be able to flip the field just a little bit. Carries in shotgun formation. And it's a draw. Missed by the Eagles, but hit at the original line of scrimmage. Falls forward. It's going to be 4th down and about 9. And I'm not sure that the Bulldogs can afford to go for it here. They're going to have to punt it away to the Eagles. And Blake Smotherman for the Eagles will drop back deep to receive the punt. But the Bulldogs are going to take a timeout. They're actually not going to take a timeout. I need to pay attention. They're going to let the clock run out at the end of the third quarter. The score, Columbia Academy Bulldogs 23, your Ezell-Harding Eagles 7. Start of the fourth quarter, Eagles trailing 23-7. 4th and 9 for the Bulldogs. Back to punt for the Bulldogs is number 9, Zach Savenkamp. Smotherman back to receive the punt. Punted high into the air. The Eagles, looks like it hit the foot of the Eagles, and the Bulldogs fall on the ball at the 30-yard line.
The Academy is able to ground the ball at the Ezell-Harding 30-yard line.
So the Eagles miss another opportunity, and the Bulldogs are in business again at the 30-yard line. Sorry, the 29-yard line. Hard to see from up here. We have a good view, but the lights on the field kind of blur the white lines a little bit.
It's another mistake that the Eagles cannot afford this late in the game.
Another turnover. Just difficult to recover from those, especially when it puts the Bulldogs in such good field position. Carry back to pass. He looks to make a pass across the middle. The Eagles in and out of the hands of number 11, Matthew Gannett. Hit him in the hands at the 5-yard line, just wasn't able to bring it in. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. I'm sorry, for the Bulldogs. Carey pitches the left side. He's got some room. He's down to the 23, out of bounds at the 23-yard line. Nice stop by, I believe, either Rayshawn Perry or Mr. Allison. I'm not sure which one. Allison gets the credit for the stop, brings up 3rd and 4.
It was a good run there by J.D. Davis.
Sure was. He was able to get to the corner, and they
tried to turn up the speed there, but Brian Allison was just there to push him out of bounds.
It was a good stop. Stop him here at 3rd down and 4. See if we can get a stop here and bring up 4th down, which in this position, if you look at the history of the ball game, this is a position where if they don't get it, the Bulldogs will go for it. Shotgun formation, the give up the middle. He's hit and dropped at the 22-yard line. So pick up of maybe 1. They may give him forward progress to the 21.
Pulled backwards by Austin Binkley, Justin Woodard, a couple others there.
I tell you, Binkley's another one I would not want to be hit by. Big, strong kid, and he can absolutely hit. 4th and 3 for Columbia Academy at the 22-yard line. They're going to go for it, of course. We'll see if the Eagles can make a stop here and try and turn some momentum back their direction. The pass into the end zone is broken up. I'm not sure which Eagle was there on the defensive stop.
Ezell-Harding. The Eagles can take possession 1st and 10 from their own 22-yard line.
Number 33, Nick Smith, a great defensive stop there by the senior Nick Smith.
Yeah, this is his first year playing for the Eagles.
First year, and it's good to see Nick out there. Good to see him out there enjoying the football.
Good stop there.
So the Eagles get the ball turned over on downs. So they have it 1st and 10 at the 22. 10-12 left to go in the 4th quarter. The fire out to the flat to Justin McLean, who does a great job of eluding the first defender and picks up the 1st down. Just a quick shot out there to McLean on the left side.
That was a great run there.
Ezell-Harding's pass complete to number 8, Zach McLean. Knocked out of bounds by the Bulldogs number 34, Ethan Foster. That's good for an Ezell-Harding 1st down. He moves the ball out to the Eagles' 33-yard line.
1st and 10, great play there. We've got to find some offensive energy here. Caldwell under center. He rolls out. And he passes in and out of the hands of Blake Smotherman. He did a good job of eluding the defender and throwing the ball. He had Smotherman. He hit him in stride at the 32, just in and out of his hands. There's a flag on the play.
And number 75, Hooper Johnson, hopping off the field for the Bulldogs.
He's in some pain. He's a big guy too, August.
Started for offensive and defensive line.
2nd and 10 for the Eagles. Caldwell under center. Binkley, the fullback. The give to Smotherman. Smotherman with the big hole. Across the line of scrimmage. Picks up 4 or 5 yards. Should bring up 3rd.
Thompson on the stop for Columbia Academy.
3rd and about 5 or 6. They gave him 5. 3rd and 5 at the 38. 9 minutes, 13 seconds left to go. The Eagles still in this ball game. 2 scores down. Caldwell drops to pass. The pass across the middle is complete to the wide receiver at the 46-yard line to Brian Allison. Good to see Brian Allison back in the action here for a 1st down. 1st and 10, ball at the 46. Eagles moving the ball down the field.
Brian Allison was really good at diving and stretching out to make those catches.
That's not an easy catch to make. I mean, you like to catch them in stride, but when you have to dive and catch this wet turf, it's not easy. The give is to nice to Blake Smotherman. Blake picks up 8 yards. They're going to give him 7. 2nd and 3. Blake had to make some great moves to get through there, but he did. And he picks up 7.
I think this is the offensive momentum we were looking for earlier, and they've found it now.
This is the best. Honestly, it's the best we've looked all night because the scoring opportunity we had earlier was just it was a big play. This has been a sustained drive. 2nd and 3, ball at the 47. Caldwell under center. The give to Smotherman, and he is met, and he's going to lose yardage. He is dropped for a loss of about 4 or 5 yard line, 4 or 5 yards by Bailey Davenport, number 52. Great defensive play there. Just fought off his offensive lineman, was able to make the stop.
Play moves the ball back to the Ezell-Harding 49-yard line. 3rd down, 7 to go.
Coach Hall calling the timeout for the Eagles, going out to rally the troops, because August, this is a big play. 3rd and 7. They've had some momentum. They need another 1st down to keep the drive going. We're not really in an opportunity where we're going to punt, because we've got to score twice. So we're really in a position where we might even go for it if we don't get it here. Again, a wonderful evening here on the campus of Ezell-Harding Christian School. We're glad that you all are joining us for tonight's action. For those of you from down in Columbia, Tennessee, we're glad that you joined us. We'd like to give a shout out to Ezell-Harding alumna and current Columbia Academy teacher Amy Wiley. Graduated with Amy in 1994. Back into action. Big play for the Eagles. 3rd and 7 at the 49. 7:50 to go in the game. Eagles down 23-7. Caldwell under center. Binkley the fullback. Caldwell drops back. He throws it deep down the field. Up for Pickens again, and it's picked off by Columbia Academy. Taken down the sideline and returned back to the 45-yard line.
Meant for the arms of Zach McLean, but thrown right to Drew Thornton.
49-yard line.
2 defenders there for the Bulldogs, and Fortner basically like a center fielder. He just called off the other guy because he knew he had it. It was coming right to him, and he was able to bring it in, and he made a good return back to the 45-yard line. So the Bulldogs get another turnover. They're in business again, leading by 16, 23-7.
Brian Allison on the stop on that play for the Eagles.
We have a timeout by Columbia Academy. We'll be back right after this. Back into action. The Bulldogs call a timeout. And August, I wouldn't be surprised to see the ball stay on the ground quite a bit, run some clock. They're in good shape to put this ball game away with a score. If they can do it on the ground and kill some clock, it would be even better for them. But he fakes, he throws it in the flat to 44, and he's got a lot of running room. He's down to the 22, 23-yard line. A great play there.
Brought down
to the 22.5-yard line. First down for the Bulldogs.
Brought down by 24, Brian Allison.
Shotgun formation. Carry back to pass again. Looks across the middle. Through the hands of his receiver.
Pass incomplete, intended for number 43, Jeremy Shires.
And I think you heard the footsteps of Cranston Gentry right behind him there.
If you've been hit by him once,
you don't want it to happen a second
time. So, I'm sure he was hearing those footsteps. I would be, I'm sure. Second and 10 for the Bulldogs at the 23-yard line. Carey fakes the handoff, gives to Prim, who is hit, fumbles, and is picked up by Columbia Academy.
Handoff to
Fumbles it forward.
44, Prim.
Rolled right back to
Recovered
him.
his own fumble, moves the ball, recovers his own fumble, and moves the ball across the 20 to the Ezell-Harding
3rd and 5
line.
on the 18-yard line. Shotgun formation, drops back to pass. The pass in the end zone is up for grabs, and he caught it into the end zone for a Columbia Academy touchdown.
And that was a great catch there by Taylor Thompson, a freshman for Columbia Academy.
August, it looked like we had an opportunity to either intercept or knock down the pass, and we didn't do either one. It fell into his arms, and he, in turn, fell into the end zone, and he puts the Bulldogs up 29-7.
He just reached up and stole it right through our defender's hands.
The point after attempt is on the way, and it's plenty good. So the Bulldogs take a commanding 30-7 lead over the Ezell-Harding Eagles. 6:41 left to go in the fourth quarter. The Eagles have a lot of work to do, and they've got to do it quick. August, something else that you worry about in a game like this is we've had a few injuries. We've had, of course, Dorian Banks, who is out for the rest of the game. Williams has been injured, and I'm not sure, is he back? He is back in the game. He's limping a little bit on that right ankle.
They taped it up, but he is back in.
And you have Rayshon Perry still stretching out whatever he did to his left leg earlier in the third quarter.
I think he might have hyperextended his knee, because that's what he was holding, was his knee. So he might have done something.
You hope that whatever the injuries are not so serious that you can't rehab and come back the following week, because the Eagles, obviously, with numbers aren't as deep as they would like to be. So when you lose a starter, it's difficult to recover from that. The Bulldogs kick it deep. Williams is going to have a chance to return from the 1, and he's hobbling, but he is making his way and gets to the 10-yard line. Just didn't have the speed, just wasn't 100%. Got back to almost the 10-yard line where the Eagles will set up 1st and 10.
Runs the ball out to the Ezell-Harding 8-yard line.
And with him hobbling off the field like he is, I wouldn't think that he should just kind of sit out for the rest so that he doesn't make his injury worse.
That's true. You could tell as soon as he called it, he wasn't very comfortable running the ball. Caldwell comes back in for the Eagles at quarterback. .6:32 left to go in the ball game. Columbia Academy stretching their lead 30-7. 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
Timeout called by the Eagles here.
Back into action. The Eagles have the ball at the 8-yard line. in August, good things and bad things have happened throughout the game. And as a coach, you want to obviously look at the things that you've got to work on. A pass down, incomplete, broken up. Pass intended for Caldwell. Blake Smotherman passes to Caldwell.
Broken up by Zach Savenkum.
Broken up by Columbia Academy number 9, Zach Savenkamp.
If you want to look at maybe a positive, is that this game is not a regional game. So it's not going to count against your region record. You get to learn a lot of things about your guys in this game, and you're able to come back next week to practice and say, look, this was for real. This is real live action. We're able to see things we need to work on, things we need to improve for the following week. The give is to look to be to Binkley, the fullback, and he falls forward. That's Cranston Gentry. There's a flag on the play, however. We'll see what that is.
He moves the ball out to the Ezell-Harding 15-yard line. Flag on the play.
Illegal shift on the Eagles. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. It'll bring up second down and probably 13. It's going to be half the distance to the goal.
And they're going to put it on the 4 here.
Second and 14 from the Ezell-Harding 4-yard line.
Again, it's not a position you want to be in. Smotherman drops. He gets out of the end zone. He's going to run a long way here. Looks to be a block in the back. This one's going to come back. Wherever he ends up, he's going to be coming back.
Smotherman on the keeper. Takes the ball down to the Ezell-Harding 21-yard line. We have a flag on the play.
Blake did a good job of making something out of nothing as he drops back into the end zone. The defenders were there, and so he had to bolt. And as he did so, the Eagles committed the block in the back, and so that is going to bring what would have been a first down. We'll play second down over again. It's going to be a spot foul. So it actually gave a 5-yard advantage to the Eagles. They replay second down and 9. The give up the middle to Binkley. Binkley falls forward to the 15-yard line. They give him forward progress. He's going to pick up 6, and it's going to be third down and 3. 5:38 left to go in the ball game.
I don't know what to say here, Jason. With the 5 minutes left, the Eagles are really going to have to push to come back here.
You know, and it's an uphill climb for sure. At this point, you really need to just find some positive things out of your offense to kind of build on to take into next week. Smotherman is under center again. The gives to the fullback, Binkley, who gets the first down across the 20, out to the 22, maybe the 23-yard line. A good run there by Binkley, picking up almost 8 and the first down for the Eagles.
And a good job of holding onto the ball. I could see the Bulldogs trying to strip it out because he was only holding it with his one hand. So
even with one arm, it's still going to be tough to strip it from Binkley. He's such a strong guy. So the clock runs again after the ball's set. Smotherman still under center. Drops back. The pass across the middle, just a little bit too high for Zach McClain.
Ezell-Harding's pass intended for Zach McClain. Incomplete. Brings up second and 10 for the Eagles.
Second and 10, ball at the 24. 4:39 left to go as the clock stops on the incomplete pass. Caldwell is wide right. Allison left. Smotherman passes across the middle, nearly intercepted by the Bulldogs. A good read there by the Bulldogs. Pass was intended for 24 Allison.
Pass intended for Brian Allison, incomplete. Number 8, Thomas Garrison on the stop for Columbia Academy. Makes it 3rd down and 10 for the Eagles.
Third and 10 for Ezell-Harding. Smotherman drops. Defense is there, makes a great move. And he's going to pick up the first down most likely. He's out of bounds at the 36-yard line, which will be enough for the first down.
A great block in the backfield there by Daniel Thompson.
It's been a while since we've called his name, but we've called it a lot today. It was indeed a good block.
Saved Blake Smotherman, gave him a lot of extra yards there. Key block.
So 1st and 10, ball at the 36, 4:25 to go in the game. Smotherman drops the pass in and out of the hands of Caldwell.
Smotherman's pass intended for Cedric Caldwell, incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the Eagles from their own 36-yard line.
Not a bad pass there. Looked to hit him in stride. There was a defender there. I'm not sure if he was able to get his hand in there, but in and out of the hands of Caldwell, and it brings up 2nd and 10.
Correction number 84, Billy Thurman on coverage for the Bulldogs.
Gentry in the backfield for the Eagles. The give is to Binkley, the fullback up the middle. He barrels forward for pickup of about 3 out to the 39. Be 3rd down and 7.
For a gain of 3, makes it 3rd down and 7. Columbia Academy's Davenport on the stop.
Smotherman, the give to Binkley up the middle. He eludes one tackler, and he's just going to try and run through him, and he picks up a couple more out to the 40, almost the 44-yard line. He's going to be just shy, a couple of yards shy of the first down, and most likely the Eagles are going to go for it. Not much to lose by, not much to gain by punting the ball away at this point with 3:27 left to go in the ball game. 4th and 2, the Eagles will go for it.
And they've got a number of running backs that they could give it to here. And it looks like Binkley is going to line up in the back position.
The give, hit at the line of scrimmage, and he falls forward for the first down. Cranston Gentry. Again, if you have Cranston or Austin, give them the ball and just let them barrel forward. And Gentry was able to muscle his way for a first down. Nice run there by Cranston Gentry.
Foster on the stop. Extra effort by Cranston Gentry gives Ezell-Harding another first
2:50 left to go in the ball game. The Eagles with the first down. And that play didn't look good from the beginning. Wasn't able to get the snap cleanly, and so it threw off the handoff just enough to allow the defenders in there for the stop. So there's a
no gain on the play,
and so we'll play 2nd down. Actually, there's a loss of 1, so it'll be 2nd and 11.
Actually marked as a loss of 1. It'll be 2nd and 11 for the Eagles.
Caldwell wide right, Allison wide left. Gentry, the running back. The pass to Caldwell, in and out of his hands again.
Smotherman's pass intended for Cedric Caldwell, incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
7 Cannon coverage for the Bulldogs.
Clock stops with the incomplete.
3rd down, 11 to go. 2 minutes and 18 seconds left to play in the game tonight.
Third and 11, 2:18 left to go. Smotherman drops back, pass across the middle, almost intercepted by the Bulldogs, intended for Rayshawn Perry. Brings up 4th and 11. The Eagles will again go for it.
It was good of Rayshawn Perry to pull that out of the hands of the defender, because he saw that he was going to try to wrestle away from him. So
he was able to get his hands on it, wasn't he? Just barely. So Eagles in another tight spot. 2:12 left to go. 4th and 11. trailing 30-7. Smotherman back to pass. Rolls to the left. Pass incomplete. Ball turned over on downs to Columbia Academy. 2:11 left to go in the ball game.
Threw it just too far for the reach of Brian Allison.
Ball will go over on downs, 1st and 10 from the
He had to lead him pretty far because there were 3 defenders right behind him.
They sure were.
2 minutes, 11 seconds.
And that's been the name of the game defensively pretty much all night.
30, Ezell-Harding 7.
Great defensive ball game here from Columbia Academy. They, with the exception of the touchdown play, Caldwell to Smotherman, the Bulldogs have not allowed the Eagles to get any offensive momentum going all night long. The Bulldogs run, fumble, and picked up by the Bulldogs again. That's twice recently they've fumbled and recovered their own fumble. And
I'm not thinking that was actually a fumble, though. Kind of looked like a lateral to the front.
Just about got a first down on the fumble. 2nd and 1. They give up the middle again. Prim has been the go-to guy all night long. He reminds me a lot of Binkley and Gentry. Just a big, strong, compact guy, and just a strong runner. Going to hold on to the ball.
Brought down there by number 11, Matt Ganip.
Nice tackle by Ganip, and that does pick up the first down. 1:28 left to go. To give again to Prim, who runs up the middle, met by a flock of Eagles, stopped at the 20-yard line. Second and 7 to pick up a 3, ball at the 20-yard line. The clock now under a minute left to go in the ball game. Eagles looking to make a stop, trying to hold the Bulldogs to 30. They're going to take a knee. It's a flag on the play.
Columbia Academy takes a knee on the play, but we have a flag.
Look and see what the call is here.
Call is illegal procedure against Columbia Academy. The penalty is declined. Take the play. Make it 3rd down and 11 for the Bulldogs. 44 seconds left to play in the game.
3rd and 11 for the Bulldogs. Clock counting under 40 seconds. The pitch out to Prim. Yet again on the right. He has some running room. Makes a good cut. Goes inside the 15 down to about the 12, 13-yard line.
Who takes the ball down to the Ezell-Harding 12-yard line.
The Bulldogs will not have to make another snap unless they got a first down, which they did get a first down. So the clock will start. We're under 23 seconds. The Bulldogs will take a knee. If they even snap.
Columbia Academy will let the clock run out on the game tonight.
And they're just going to let it run out here.
Score, Columbia Academy 30, Ezell-Harding 7.
So the clock runs out on the opening game of the season. The Bulldogs from Columbia Academy go to 1-0 in the season, and the Eagles drop the first game, the home opener, and drop to 0-1 on the season. The final score, Columbia Academy 30, Ezell-Harding 7. August, it was just a game that the Eagles were not ever able to really get any offensive momentum going. Other than the one big play to Smotherman, just wasn't really able to get much going.
And that's something Coach Hall's definitely going to be working on in practice this week, is getting that offense momentum going and getting drives working down the field.
Obviously, a lot to work on, but that's what you're going to expect in the first game of the season. You're not going to be at your crispest, and again, we have a lot of new players out there, a lot of freshmen we're working into this, a starting rotation, and it's a big adjustment from playing middle school ball to playing high school ball. And the Eagles, while they have a lot to work on, they have a lot of tools to work with, and so we're excited to see what will be coming up for the Eagles as the teams gather to pray. It's always good to see that. Two schools with a lot in common, both Christian schools, but both of them also Church of Christ schools. And so there's a lot in common with these two schools, and it's always good to get together with sister schools in the area to play. And so they'll take a knee and pray, and as they do so, we will sign off for tonight. The final score, Columbia Academy 30, Ezell-Harding 7. We hope to see you next time. We will post all of our broadcasts on Facebook, on the Ezell-Harding Facebook page, and for you alumni, we will post them on the alumni Facebook page as well. We thank you for joining us, and until next time, God bless.